Hey, it's Ninja Boy. Welcome back once again to new ROM hack. This one is another first time hack. So let's see. This is the same. I believe this is only one level, so it should be Yoshi's Island 1. So I'm just going to check really quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So okay, yep. So this should be over here. Yoshi's Island 1. So Falling Goomba's not the best way to start a level. You don't want to just wow, sprite spam. You don't want to spam sprites right away. Yeah. That's pretty much what? Yeah, you have so many sprites right here that half of them aren't even appearing correctly. And you have messed up sprites. And down here, random fish jumping out of nowhere. So the biggest thing is the messed up sprites and the sprite spam. Those are the two big things right now, along with... Yep, messed up sprite. That's a bomb. Let's see, what is down here? Can't even go down there. How am I expected to make that? That's another bomb. You didn't know bombs? Yeah, really? How? What? Okay. So let's jump on this guy, give myself some bounce. Okay. And copy paste a bit. At least they're not floating munchers, but I mean, this is kind of like so easy to get past. Why would you have it? And then the end where the goal doesn't actually go down far enough and I can actually like walk under it. Well, I know it was asked of me to help change things. So let us go and look in Lunar Magic. Okay, all this, no. You don't want this. You may, like, one or two guys. So like that. This is fine. That's fine. This bullet generator from all sides. Let's actually close this. And you don't need two of them. Yeah, that one can go away. You also want to enable sprite buoyancy because you have water. Let's see. The sprite header. Trying to think of which one it is. I know mushrooms have these, but it doesn't have these guys, the Goomba floaty float guys. So I know I'm pointing like off screen. It's like, what are you looking at? But that's pretty much what I was looking at. So they would be in this area right here. Yes, why not? Save. Level has been converted. So what I'm looking for is a level that actually has the Paragoomba paratrooper guys. Because I don't remember. So it's whatever this sprite header is. It is Forest. So how you would have to do this is to have them both in the same level. The Bullet Bills and the Paratroopers. We have another one. Weird. To have them both in the same level, you'd have to do some tile set mixing with YYCHR. Along with that, we scroll over here. We have the generator for Parabombs and Paragoombas, which you would have to add those in with, or change those with YYCHR. Midway entrance, Not bad, but how do you get out of here? That's a big thing that I do not know, is how you would get out of there. If you're going to do something like that, you need to give the player a way out. Plus, you don't want the player touching the sides of walls like this, because it creates this weird, you don't go all the way to the grass, you kind of stop halfway in the dirt, and it makes no sense. Along with this huge steep hill here, this jump is near impossible without doing what I did with the jumping on a Parababom, Paragoomba, one of the two, and actually getting the jump. The note block spam here, you don't really need all this. I mean, get rid of this middle row. You have the top row. And, maybe add in a dragon coin and move this one down. And then, one there and one there. So it's a little bit harder to get up, but still doable. Something like that. That would probably work. So then you can put it here and be like, look at that. As for this part, it's not bad. I mean, it's not the best. It doesn't look extremely good, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. There's a little bit of cutoff on the bolt builds to the clouds. Not a huge amount. I don't even know if this will show up, but yeah, there's some there. And the goal's in a good spot. So all in all, this is actually a pretty decent level. There's nothing majorly wrong with it. This is a blind jump. I would add, even though it is completely safe, add in a small coin trail that just goes down, and so you can see where you're going and be like, oh, hey, look at this. And just have it go down. Or even, something like this. So it gives you an idea that, yeah, if you just fall straight down, you're going to be safe. The fish are fine. The water is fine. The net, it's kind of strange to have a net just out in the middle of nowhere, but it's not bad. It's not cut off. Yeah, but all in all, except for the midway point, which really gives you no direction to get out. So what I would say is, instead of having something like this, so I would remove that, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. And so I would personally change it to have the flat edge like such. And then there's also these little platforms that you can add in that will give the appearance of a ledge. And so you can add this little ledge in, and they're right there. And I know I'm doing stuff off screen. Let me move it over so I just wanted a little bit more space. So something like that, and then at the top, I would even, go ahead and do the same sort of thing on this side. Do that. Add in these side pieces that you can go through, and so you have this. And then with this, you can add, a nice small little ledge over here that you can, get back up from. So, I mean, that's what I would do. And I would even, maybe shrink this down a little bit and move it over. So you have maybe a small jump up to it or something. So, let's see. What type of ledge pieces do we have? So, there was that. So if we use something like this, yeah, that doesn't go high enough. Yeah, I would probably just do something like this, move it over, add in, ledge pieces, I don't remember what it is. Which, there's one, I can't remember. There is one ledge that you don't want to use because it makes Mario, like, faceplant. But, yeah, I would say do something of this nature to get a good ledge going, and then you can, fill in this part and this part, and this will give you a little bit of room to pick up speed and get that like angle. That's what I would say. So besides fixing this, the Paragoomba, which it's YYCHR stuff, might do at some point, but not right now. Go back in, and this way you have the dragon. Oh, one more thing before I forget: the Mario Head button, and change no vertical scrolling to vertical scrolling at will. That is another big thing, and make sure it's saved. That's another thing that I would do, is change the vertical scrolling so now it actually moves up with... It's supposed to move up with me. Why is it not? I'm confused now. Hold on just a second. Why did not... Did I accidentally hit... escape? I don't know what I did. Anyway, there we go. And that should be correct now, so now... when you walk up, it will follow Mario, which is good. Then you have this little coin path, and you're like, oh, hey, and then you're like, oh, awesome. I actually would move the water up. I didn't think about that. Move the water up one, so you can actually see the fish. So it's not so... I don't want to say dickish, because it's not. And then here, I mean, you have the jump, but it's not hard to make. But then you're like, oh no, we testing out midway point. And so you can go back in, and then you can go here. And here's what I was saying is, probably, I don't know, do something with that wall, but you can hit your head on it. And it's not the best as it is right now, but it's not horrible. And then, you can give the player a little bit of room so they can... run, try and pick up speed up this hill, and then, but yeah, that is still a very, very tough jump, even as it is. So you'd probably need to move the note block one backwards, because yeah, I'm still getting like I have to jump on the paratroop guy to actually make it. And then, as I said here, there's not really much to change. You have that. And the generator, I don't know why it stopped. I did get rid of the rest because I was thinking that it should continue. I don't know why it stopped, to be honest. So yeah, as I was saying, you want to move these up one, and move the Yoshi coin up one, and move the fish up one. And that way, it still has a bit of cutoff on the edge right here, but nothing too major. Usually forgivable, but if you're really concerned, I mean, you can just move the ledges up one. It's that simple type of fix. And so it's like, well... you can either do this or, do something else. But I mean, there, I fixed it. That simple. That simple type of thing. And yeah, so I would extend these note blocks out like 2 more. So that's what I would do with this level to make it more presentable in its current state. These right here, tile set mixing. That's the best I can say, because if we change it down to forest or up to forest, I mean, those would look right, but if we go back to the beginning, bullet bills will look like pipe pieces. So, unless you make style sets, not much you can do about that. But anyway, that's about it. This has been Ninja Boy, and I guess tiny little bit of like hacking advice. See you guys next time.